Right? What a real friend would talk about.
Hi, Andrew. How are you today? I'm trying to stay clear of stuff. I have tried to talk reason with somebody and they don't seem to want to listen. So I'm staying clear, not going to get involved. I told them what I thought. None of my business. But what I saw was disgusting. He knows how I feel. How are you today, Andrew? Excuse me, because I had a thing out and I didn't eat it. Letting it melt. I'm back. I'm back. I'm having a pretty good day. It's snowing here. It's really snowing. So, and I just heard someone knocking on my door. Is it snowing where you are? Hmm. It's snowing here. It hasn't stopped. I mean, we've got probably, I don't know, close to an inch. But um, yeah, do you want to come up on my thing if he wants to talk? You know what? He messaged me. I told him his friends do not want to see him self-destruct. We don't want to be a part of that. He said that they, oh God, I don't know, something about cloning his voice. I can't do it. I can't watch. I never saw that video before, Trisha. If you hadn't told me, I never would have watched it. Tell him to come over here. He can come up. Why won't he? He won't drop a link. Hi, Ella. How are you? But he was messaging me the whole time. You. That's why I wasn't talking much in your chat because he was messaging me the whole time, asking if I was mad. I'm not mad at him. I'm upset with what I saw. Yeah, that's kind of far struck. I don't hate him. I don't hate him. I want to see him get well. And he's his own worst enemy. And oh, I can't even talk. He's his own worst enemy. When he gets drunk and goes on a live stream, he says things that he's apologized for them, but he says things that he knows he's gonna get mad and go off on. Like he was mad at that Brian St. John was in my chat last night. I can't win, you know? Like, come on, give me a break. And I told him I was going live, so it's not a shock to him. I told him I was going live. I'm not going to watch him self-destruct. I'm not going to watch my friends destroy themselves. Hi, Mandy Bell. Mandy Bell, what he said to you was inexcusable. I never knew about that. Listen, girl, nobody deserves that. Nobody. I don't care what you've done or who you've done what to. You know, everybody deserves a second chance, and you do too. I mean, you know, for the longest time I took his word for gospel. I never bothered looking into it other than what he told me, and that was wrong. And I'm sorry to you. I am sorry to you, Mandy Bell, for that. So, because there's always two sides to a story. There is. Hi, Anita Backrub. Oh my goodness. I'm upset because and Mandy Bell, I know that what he said to you was unforgivable for you, but you have to understand that Ben's been good to me, and I didn't know about all this stuff. You know, I'm not, okay. I understand that. Mandy Bell says the video wasn't up. Whiskey Gypsy took it down at one point because I got tired of it being used to vilify Ben while attacking me by the same people using it. Exactly. Exactly. I'm not supporting it either. And I told him that. No, Mandy Bell does not deserve. I think she's um done some things that she's sorry about. Am I correct, Mandy Bell? I mean, I don't know. I'm not in your shoes. I'm just saying that I think you are sorry for some of the things you've done. And I think she deserves a second chance. And I don't care what Hello Starlight or Ash 274 or any of them say. You have gone into Ben's since that horrible stream, correct? I'm lost. Go on, Whiskey Gypsies. I don't even want to repeat it. It's upsetting. It's upsetting to me. If you have a mother, a daughter, a cousin, an aunt, those things are just inexcusable. Do you want to come up, Mandy Bell? I don't know. You know what? And you can't blame some people that don't forgive Brian either. You can't forgive Ben for some of the things he's done, but he's done some horrible, Brian St. John's done some horrible things that a lot of people can't forgive him for. So am I correct when I say that, and believe me, I am not on Hello Starlight, Eritrea's, Ash 274's. I am a science girl. I'm not on anybody's team. So I am not sticking up for them. So you can come up and tell your story if you want. And why it happened. Jojo, don't be doing no snake things for Trish. Trish is my friend. And I don't like that. I think it's wrong. And I think it was wrong of you, by the way, I think it was wrong of you to call us haters. Okay. Well, you can come up. Mandy Bell, I'm going to tell you, to be honest with you, I don't, uh, I'll have to have you come up too, because I had all kinds of trolls trying to come up here yesterday. And really, I don't care what haters say. Just cam up for a second so I can see that it's you. Everybody deserves a voice. I don't care who you are. And I don't ask permission for anything by anybody. I know a lot of people are against. Okay. I know a lot of people are against Mandy Bell, but at least give her a voice or a chance. I judged her by what one person said. I didn't give her a chance, and that I'm sorry about. Hi, Eagle. Hi, Trisha, not Trish. No, he's not going to listen. Ben is stubborn that way. You're either for him or against him. You can't be his friend and tell him what he doesn't want to hear. I'm sorry that it's that way, but that's the way it is. And do you want to watch him self-destruct? I don't. You know, and for the people that don't think that Mandy Bell deserves a voice, everybody can change. Everybody can, you know, change their behavior. Everybody has a right to a second chance. And I'm just giving her a voice. That's it. Hello, Blonde Bay. Here, I should. That's why I adore Carla Marie. That was sweet, Ella Roan. I'm not nothing special, let me tell you. But I think that everybody deserves, you know, even Ben. What's that, Trisha? What's that link to? Trisha's one of my mods. I know she won't. And don't delete anybody either, Trisha. Because I believe that everybody can come in here. If Mandy's going to spill tea, then everybody has a links to the videos. Yeah, I actually watched them this morning. You see, I stay away from those things because I don't like to get myself upset. What's wrong with the title now, Ben? Ben, Mandy's coming up. She's going to have her say. I know you don't want her to. You don't. She has a right to have a say. I'm sorry, not sorry. Ben, you know I love you as a friend. Jojo, you've said a lot of nasty things. Look, you left some nasty comments on. I met Winter Green Gum yesterday, and she said you left some pretty nasty comments on her videos and hurt her feelings. You want to explain that? Because I saw them. They weren't very nice. They weren't. And it was distasteful, Ben. I didn't say you were distasteful. Take it as a title that what I saw was distasteful. It left a bad taste in my mouth. Ben, you know I love you. I want the best for you. What's that, Mandy Bell? Okay. Whenever you're ready. You guys can hear me, right? Jojo, we are not haters, by the way. We are not haters. You know what's haters? Haters is what they have done to Laura for months and months and months. We're not going to crucify him, Sarah. I just want her to, oh my goodness. I would never crucify Ben. Ben knows I care about him. No, this isn't even a, I just said that video was, do you want me to change the title? Because I'll change the title. It's just distasteful. No, I don't think that will help you. But I will change the title. It was just what I saw made me physically ill, to be honest with you. Ben, Trisha offered to go up. Do you want to go up on the panel and talk to Trisha? She offered to talk to you, wouldn't give her a link. Listen. Oh my gosh. Okay.
Hey, it's me. I'm gonna turn my camera off. Can you hear me
Can
okay?
you guys hear her? Because I have to get my earbuds, I think. I'm going to have to get my earbuds. But go ahead and talk.
I just want to make sure everyone can hear me. Because I couldn't find my earbuds. Can y'all hear me? Okay. All right. I'll wait for Carla for a second because I don't even know. It wasn't just something from July, Ben. It was that you repeated it again over the weekend. That's what is upsetting. I understand you were upset with Science Girl and everybody else from Science Girls Live. I left that live. I went to bed. So I'm not sure why my ex-husband and his suicide needed to be brought up again just a couple of days ago. I believe it was probably, what was it, Sunday night that Science Girl did that live?
Okay, I missed a lot of this, but I just got a message from Ben saying, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Yeah, I just got a message from Ben saying that our friendship is over because Trisha and I didn't talk to him first before we went live. Ben, you have had a chance that if our friendship is over because of this live stream, then we didn't have a good friendship. I'm sorry, not sorry. Okay, Mandy, can you start your story again? Because I didn't hear it. I saw the videos this morning.
I didn't say much, but I had just saw that Ben said, you know, something about that was in July, meaning what he said the first time. And I said, yeah, it was in July, but you said it again just the other day, you know, right before he went off about Science Girl, because that's what's on Whiskey Gypsy's channel in her part 2. I don't know what was said, why Ben brought my ex-husband up again. I wasn't on Science Girls Live. I wasn't messing with him. I did watch her live from the other night. I wasn't, me nor my ex-husband was brought up for Ben to go after me like that again.
But, so you can forgive Brian St. John, but you can't forgive Ben.
Well, first off, when I brought Brian on my panel and I was talking to him about what he said to Nini, I explained to him where my ex-husband was at that point in his life and how long he struggled with suicide.
Okay.
I explained to him, my daughter, and told him, you have children. Like, you have children that are around my daughter's age. While and all, Nini may not have kids, but she has people that love her that would feel the same that I do, that my husband does, that my child does, that, my ex-husband's family feels with him losing his battle with his mental illness.
Right.
I
understand that. That's something that should never have been
right.
Thrown in your face, because that's not fair to say that you're the cause of that.
As far as,
I honestly believe that.
As far as the, Brian going after anything, I tried to bring her up on my panel that day this past summer, and I really don't remember what all happened that day because I just really wanted, some healing to go on. And I know I did say that, Brian said, well, I'm apologizing, but Nini has to stop going after me. And I said, okay, fair enough. And he said, well, are you going to drag Nini if she starts going after me? And I was like, oh yeah, I'll drag her. But I didn't. I mean, I understand because, what Ben said to me a couple of months ago from what's on Whiskey Gypsy's channel, that stuff doesn't go away. That stuff is something that you don't
get over.
You don't get over it. It brings up, horrible emotions, the trauma.
But that's exactly what Brian did to Nini.
That's what I'm saying. But at the same time, I watched all of these people coddle Ben about all of that. And so I was just kind of like, well, you know what? Maybe they're not upset about it because it was, it's me and it didn't happen to them. So whatever. So I went along with, talking to Brian because he hadn't done anything like Ben did to me. You know what I mean? But it wasn't like a tit for tat thing. It was just kind of like, well, I see Brian differently, just like y'all see Ben differently. So like, let's just.
To be honest with you, Ben was always respectful of me. Right now, he's totally told me that as far as he's concerned, our friendship is over.
Right.
Because I want him to get help, because I've seen the good. Okay. You see the good in Brian.
Yeah.
I see the good part of Ben. I've seen that
good in Ben too. Yeah. I can
okay.
definitely go with it.
Well, that's all I'm saying, that if you don't think that we should be crucifying Brian, and probably we shouldn't, and I've said things that I'm not proud of, okay, but also I think Ben deserves a chance to. He does have, issues with alcohol, and I think if you are willing to expect us to you know what I mean, understand you and where you're coming from, that you should understand us and where we're coming from with our friendship, because it hurts me that he came to me and messaged me and said my friendship with him is over, because I don't want it to be over, because I care about him and I want to see him well, and I honestly believe that he's sometimes his own worst enemy.
Right. I agree.
And people egg him on. Yes. And Brian's the same way.
Right.
And you probably are too. I mean, you've gotten crucified, so you know what it's like.
Yes, I do.
That's feel like all your friends have.
Hey, and I'm trying to say, because Sarah is, saying,
I see what's
done. I'm fucking crazy. I'm not up here to drag the shit out of Ben, to cause a great divide. All I'm trying to do is say, you guys are over here in your group with Ben. Then I was over here in a group with Brian. So you have Brian that does the same stuff, and and then you have Ben that does the same stuff. y'all see something in Ben that, you know, I see it in him too, but I'm sorry. He's somebody that I will never ever get along with because
But you don't have to.
right.
You don't have to.
But that's the difference. Like with Brian, people go at him and, you know, pick and poke at him. With Ben, I didn't go after Ben to have my ex-husband and all that shit brought up again. I didn't.
But Brian pokes at people almost daily.
Right.
Come on.
That's
You've got to admit that.
Look. I'm not trying to make this an excuse for Brian. Brian and I don't talk behind the scenes. I haven't been in Brian's chats for quite some time. I am just trying to be me and making my mistakes better by apologizing. All I'm
Mandy
trying
Bell, do you understand why people don't trust you and don't like you? Because they have taken what not only Ben has said about you, but your own friends that have turned on you.
Right. You know,
so, and even me, I would never have a private conversation with you. I'll just tell you that right now. I'll be honest about it.
I've always said, I don't want people from the internet having private conversations with me, because as soon as my name starts getting thrown into stuff that I haven't done, and, you know, if you're one of the people that has spoken to me privately and you have done that, and I've, you know, kept it quiet for you by being your friend, if you don't go make it right and confess to what you're doing, I'm not going to sit and take hit and hit and hit and hit for you. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not that strong and amazing that all these people that I had surrounded myself with, that we all did things, but somehow they were all blamed on me. You know what I mean? And so, yeah, I would go to Laura and go, nope, that's not what happened. Here's the screenshot, because I'm tired of you thinking that I'm doing all this stuff. So, yep, sure did. That's why I've shared private conversations. It's always because everything was getting blamed on me. And I was like, you know, I'm not going to sit and put up with this. So as far as the stuff with Brian goes, okay, and I'm talking like, you know, 2 months ago, that's the last time I've really spoken to Brian. You know, my feelings were also hurt too, because a lot of you, like, I can't say a blanket statement, but some people here that support Ben have seen the things that he said about my ex-husband, the suicide, it being my fault. He committed suicide to get away from me. We weren't even married when he committed suicide. We had been divorced for 3 years at that point. I had already moved on with my husband. I was pregnant with my son.
But what do you remember how you felt when your friends turned on you?
Yes, absolutely. And that's what I'm trying to do.
Okay, well, that's how I'm feeling right now.
Right.
And it's all because I let you up on my panel, and probably Sarah hates me now. And you know, and I just think that everybody deserves, if we want to go in everybody's chat, you're a creator. If we want to go in everybody's chat, we have to learn to get, if not to be friends, to get along with each other. Like, no matter what, there's probably people in here that you like to talk to, and people that I would probably like in your chat that I like to talk to. And that's all I'm saying. But I'm hurting right now because I think I've lost a friend, because I think he needs help.
I get that. Anytime that I went into Laura's to talk to like Irish Gal or someone like that, you know, the behind the scenes stuff, you know, with that group that doesn't like her, you know, it was like, oh, well, we're going to go and tell everyone what you did. And I'm like, why? I did that. I was helping you guys, you know, like none of y'all knew how to make videos. I did that stuff. Y'all gave me timestamps. I mean, it wasn't all just me rogue doing all this stuff, you know, by myself, you know, and that's kind of what I was trying to point out here was I honestly feel like Ben would have never attacked me that way back in the summer, the part 1 of Gypsy's video, had I not tried to defend someone I assumed was my friend, being Marianne.
Right. And you remember how you felt? Because you thought she was your friend, but she didn't think you were her friend. Do you remember how that felt?
Yeah, absolutely. And
that's how I'm feeling right now. I'm feeling so sad right now because I know that I've lost a friendship because I've decided to let you come up and tell your side. You deserve to tell your side of the story. You've been bashed for months too. But Ben's not a horrible person. I will never say, you will never hear that come out of my mouth, that he's a horrible person.
I don't feel that Ben would have come after me had I not, Marianne had sent me a text that night and said, Ben's talking about my dad and he's calling you psychotic and talking about.
Excuse me, but she takes things out of context too.
Right.
Have you not learned that about her?
So I went into Ben's and said, hey, my husband wants to talk to you. My husband, tried to talk to him calmly and all of that stuff. And then it just escalated. And that's what I'm trying to say. Had I not tried to defend my friend, I wouldn't have ever been in that situation for what Ben said to affect me, if that makes sense. I mean, I'm sitting right here trying to tell y'all exactly how I feel all of that stuff went down. That I'm not saying that Ben is this big, horrible piece of shit. I'm also not trying to sit here and say that, Ben just did that out of nowhere. I'm telling y'all, I made the mistake of trying to defend a friend. And that's why I'm trying to tell y'all. I hope y'all understand now that when Marianne found out that I went to Ben and talked to him privately about all of that, that it created a huge rift. And then that's when all of a sudden, I came out as this villain. And then meanwhile, I'm sitting there going, the things I've done for you as a friend, Marianne, like, what is your problem? And it's all because I went to Ben and asked him, like, dude, what the hell, why? That really hurt me. And then when he spouted off on his live about a private conversation he had with me regarding that, it escalated and I lost friendships for that.
But haven't you done the same though, Mandy Bell?
With what?
Showing private conversations?
That's not the issue here. Like, I'm not.
No, I know it's not here nor there, but you're crucifying him because he did that. But you've done that too. No. I'm not crucifying you either. I understand why it happened. I understand that you had to defend yourself. But do you understand?
In regards to Ben, I'm not blaming him.
Okay.
I came to him privately and we talked about it, and he apologized to me, and I accepted it a few months ago. What I'm saying is I understand where we're at right now because of him saying that on his live. That whole group over there that surrounds Marianne got so pissed off at me, and then everything became my fault. Everything.
I understand.
Patreon, having fake accounts. Like, some of their fake accounts they're doing for me, I know for a fact for them, except I didn't take screenshots of my VIP Discord before I shut it down. Otherwise, I'd be able to prove some of that.
I talk privately with Ben too. Would I ever share a screenshot of him saying anything negative to me? No, I would never do that to him. Even as mad as he is at me right now, I would never show anybody what he said to me. But I'm upset. I'm upset right now because I think I lost a friendship because I allowed you, because I think you deserve. We're not dredging up old stuff. We're just talking it out.
Yeah, and I'm just giving examples of how I know like where you're at in this situation right now, because I've been here before too. It's hard to try to make peace with people and let someone else be heard or get the other side of a situation so you can see it as a whole without having a bunch of people judging you, without having, your friend that hurt someone being hurt, the person that got hurt being able to be heard out, without your friend. I feel like it's manipulation. I feel like he kind of went off there and was like, well, great. Now she's going to go up there and make me into this horrible human being. And everyone's going to listen to her because it surrounds the suicide topic. So because you're doing this to me, I'm not going to be your friend. And I have no intentions of sitting up here and dragging him for that. All I'm trying to say is I feel like it would have been a non-issue had I not stood up for my friend Marianne.
Mandy, you've seen the good side of him, though. You've seen the good side that we've seen.
Yes.
So there is, you know, that there is a big heart inside of him, and we've seen it. And we know there's a hard heart in some people. I'm not going to mention any names, but there's a hard heart. And I've seen that you have a good heart sometimes, you know? I mean, I see that you've been like, you know, taken advantage of too. Yeah, you're good at what you do. Would I have a private conversation with you? Probably not.
I mean, look, I was friends with Brian when I clipped him saying the stuff that he did about Minnie and made it into a video as Southern Fried Sweetness, which I changed to Whiskey Bent.
Right.
I was friends with him, but I made that video because I was too chicken shit to stand on my own 2 feet with my own name and say that what he did to Minnie was wrong. So I hid behind a channel to point some things out to people, including Brian. You know, so
right.
you have to understand, I didn't agree with them. You know, the same people that are like, why don't you talk about your Southern Fried Sweetness or your Whiskey Bent? And then I'm getting beat up because it's like, but you're friends with Brian after that. No, guys, that really.
Okay, but you got to understand why most people in here,
I get it,
have no love lost for Brian and will never have any love lost for Brian. He's done some pretty shitty things to a lot of people.
I get it. And Tawanda and I were talking.
He knows.
You know, she was.
Oh
like,
my God, he was horrible to her.
And years and years and years. You know, she explained it to me that, you know, I guess it's been 2, 3 years maybe that they've known each other. You know. And
Mandy, I've been asked to ask you if Jennifer Farron is one of your alts.
No,
alt accounts.
Not one of my alt accounts. I don't have any more.
Okay, Badger Mayhew asked me to ask you that.
No,
I don't know who that person is either.
When I came back and started talking, just like I told all of y'all, if I have something to say now, I'm not going to hide and I'm going to say it. But I'm trying to move on from all this. After finding out that someone that I thought was my friend and I supported them could call the cops on me just because they thought.
Are we talking about Oni now?
Yeah.
Is this what we're talking about? Now, I heard this morning that he put his channel back up. Is that true? Or
I have no idea because I honestly, I don't. Do
you see, Andy, that you need to go like solo now? Don't hook up with people.
Yes.
I mean, if I were you, I would not trust anybody. I'm sorry.
I don't.
I just wouldn't. I mean, and you've done it time and time again.
Yeah.
Correct?
Because I'm
not trying to be hateful or spiteful, but you've done it. You've picked wrongly each time.
That's the same thing Tawanda told me in a text message when we were talking about, you know, the person that sent me her info. You know, she said, Mandy, I mean this, like, I'm old enough to be your mother. So I say this from, you know, a motherly point, you know, just you have made some wrong decisions and the friends that you've chosen here. And I hope that, you know, you've learned your lesson and you don't make those mistakes again. And I said, oh yeah, you know, trust me, it's not going to happen again. I have been better off not being in private groups anymore because I do feel for people. I mean, hell, Minnie and I weren't even friends. We weren't even on talking terms when I heard what Brian said about her and I made it into a video. And I was still friends with Brian at that time. And I lied to him and told him, no, that wasn't me. I would never do that to you. And I just, like I said, I didn't have enough balls to stand on my own 2 feet and say, hey, dude, that's wrong. So I made a channel to express my thoughts. And yes, my channels have been a little wishy-washy or whatever, but you know, sometimes people do things that aren't right. And then I, you know, see the better side of them. And then, you know, then there's other people on the other side that do something that's not right. And I show it because, you know, I get tired of them saying, no, that never happened. That never happened. That never happened. So I'd be like, okay, well, into my archives I go and put up a video on, you know, one of my.
Okay. But do you think sometimes maybe it's better just not to get involved?
Yeah.
I'm talking about myself included.
Yeah.
I got myself involved. I talked shit.
I mean,
I talked shit on you. I said
Yeah.
you were psycho. I
That's
told you I said that.
that's what
I
just
came
said.
clean about it.
That's what I just
And
said.
I said
I
that
don't think Ben would
because
have
of what I've heard.
had I not inserted myself into an issue between him and Marianne, thinking that Marianne was my friend. I should not have gotten
Mhm.
involved. So yes, that I've said that like 3 times now, that there are things that I have done for people that I thought were my friends that, you know, I got worked up over, and I made some poor decisions. Absolutely.
Mhm.
It does hurt my feelings that Ben brought it back up again, you know, just a couple of days ago, when I haven't said anything about him. You know, when people bring him up, I'm like, I don't want to talk about Ben.
Well,
Nobody
don't
else
you think I'm worried that I'll lose some of my other friends because Ben hates me now? Like I'm sick in my stomach right now and heart sick because I have lost a friendship, and friendships mean a lot to me. Like, I don't know what they mean to you, but they mean a lot to me.
They mean a lot to me.
Like, understand, Mandy. Does anyone else want up to talk? Anybody else have anything to say?
And I hope people
I
are
mean,
hearing me when
I just want Ben to not self-destruct. You know what? As his friend, and he might not think I'm his friend right now, but I don't want to watch him destroy himself. And he's been doing that.
Yes, I agree with that.
And it hurts my heart to see that. I don't care what anybody else says. And I don't care if he doesn't believe me either, or if you don't believe me, but Brian does the same to himself. He's just hateful. So
yeah, but
does anyone else?
But what I'm trying to say, and I hope everyone here that is friends with Ben is listening, I'm going to say it again in case people are just now rolling in. My intention was not to come up here to cry and give a sob story to get people to feel for me and turn their back on their friend. I want people to understand that I do not think Ben would have ever said those things to me had I not went so hard to bat for Marianne. I hope you understand what I say when I say that.
Okay.
I was hitting at him hard. He came back with, of all things, that right there. And it's not, I don't forgive it, but.
And I'm thinking about this now. Is this really helping him? Like,
it's
I know,
hard,
like he said, it's really, but does he need some tough love? I don't know what he needs. I would drive to where he is right now to help him if I could.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's how much I care about him. And whether he believes it or not, that's how I feel about Ben. And Ben will always have a place in my heart because I know that he has the potential to be a good person. I don't care what Marianne says. I'm not taking what their opinion is of him or your opinion. I know what he did to you was shitty. Don't get me wrong, Mandy.
Right. I have him for that, but then he said it again a couple of nights ago when I had nothing to do with Science Girls Live.
Okay.
Him and all of that. I wasn't even in there. I was in bed. The live was gone when I woke up in the morning. So I didn't even know what was going on until Whiskey Gypsy came into the other chat. I guess it was Trish, and said, you know, she had a video up of him saying that stuff again from just the other night. And so, yeah, I'm upset that I thought that he understood that, you know, that wasn't okay. I mean, and Brian had made a community post a couple of months ago, like I guess it was maybe end of August, October-ish, and had brought it up again, what Ben had said about my ex-husband. And I went into Brian's live and I said, can you please remove that community post? It is something that I want to put behind me because every time somebody sits on their live or makes a video about it or puts it up on their community post, it
hurts again. And I know from talking to Nanny last night that is something that she struggles with too. And Brian has done things that
Right.
are just not right. And I understand you. I mean, you're struggling. You have issues to deal with too, and it doesn't help. I mean, we can say, yeah, he was drunk, and yeah, he was, and he does. That's what I'm saying about his behavior. If someone helps him, someone reaches out to him, we have to. When you love your friend, you don't care if they hate you for what you're doing, if you want to help.
If you feel like it's right,
So,
you feel like it's helpful.
if you feel like it's going to help them, like I'm telling you right now, I would drive to where he is right now to get him help that he needs, because I don't want to watch him kill himself with alcohol or drugs or whatever he's taking.
I
don't think
I watched one of my uncles pass away from cirrhosis of the liver. He made it to end stage cirrhosis. He had quit drinking for 6 months. He basically was dying on my dad's couch by himself until I got home that night from being out of town. And
right.
I've seen what alcoholism does to people. So I'm not here to make you guys talk bad on Ben, turn your backs on him.
We're not.
It's just that was brought up. That's the first time I saw it. Whiskey Gypsy said she was going to take it down. I said, can you leave it up long enough for me to go watch it? Because I didn't know what she was talking about because I hadn't seen it. And I understand why everyone is so upset again. You know, not only did he say that, but then he also, you know, called Science Girl a whore. But honestly,
I know it's wrong.
Look at it. We all name call each other.
Yes, we do.
All of us.
And I included. I'm talking myself too. I called you psycho. I called Brian a bunch of names. I mean, you know, that behavior, it needs to stop from me and from everybody. We just need to stop the name calling. I did a reaction, and it was a bad reaction, and I'm sorry I did it. I jumped the gun and didn't, you know, put all my ducks in a row. But you know, right now I'm kind of grieving the loss of a friendship, and
Right.
I'm feeling pretty bad.
I understand that.
And I'm sure
why I wanted to talk about it, since it was brought up again. I wanted people to know, like, when he first said it to me, I inserted myself into a situation that I regrettably wish I wouldn't have gotten into because of what he said to me and how it affected not only me, but my husband. From Ben's words, from my actions. And that I don't think that he would have hit that low if that situation didn't exist. I'm just going to put it that way. So that's why I wanted to talk. I didn't want anyone to think that I was coming up here to go, well, if you support Ben, then it's okay for everyone to support Brian. You know, Brian said something about suicide. Ben has said something about suicide. Ben has also brought it up after he apologized to me. I didn't do anything to him. I can't control what Science Girl did. She had Marianne on her panel that night that she was streaming Ben. And he went off and started saying that stuff about me and then went into talking about Science Girl. I can't control what others do. I can only speak for myself. And that's all I'm trying to do now. I'm trying to speak for myself. I'm trying to write some.
And
I'm
speaking
to understand that, you know,
that I understand you. I understand your feelings, but I do love Ben as a friend.
Right.
And my friendship, I'm still going to be his friend, whether he thinks I'm his friend or not.
And I do want to say, you know, he said before on a live that he's, you know, bipolar and medicated for that. And then on top of that, now he has said that he's an alcoholic. So a bipolar alcoholic, unfortunately, this is the way that they act. The things that you guys are seeing, you are watching an alcoholic unfold and unravel live in front of your eyes. I don't know if Brian has any mental health issues. I know he's not an alcoholic, but what's different with Ben is that he has those two issues working against him that he doesn't see himself. He doesn't realize that the things that he says, they
Okay,
hurt
but
people.
can we stop talking about Ben now? Like,
I want
we've
people
like,
to understand
like,
that I'm
yes,
I'm
I
feeling
know,
for Ben, and I'm not trying to hate on him. I'm trying to get
know,
other
but
people that don't like
but
him
this
to
is not
understand.
helping him.
Yeah.
You know what that feels like to have to be dragged and dragged and dragged.
Well,
Right now, he's hurting.
I wouldn't have come up here. You know, I saw your live.
I understand. Yes.
Yeah.
And I asked you to come up and I appreciate you coming up, but can we just end it
I will
about
have
Ben
to.
right now?
I will have
You
to.
can stay here. You're welcome to stay here. I just want to end this talking about Ben right now. I'm just upset right now.
I understand, and hopefully all of y'all can. And that's why I'm trying to reiterate that you're not a bad friend for doing this, and I get the issues, and I'm sitting here as a person that's hurt, just like Nini was hurt with Brian. I'm sitting here as a hurt person telling people I get it. Like, I don't know. It's hard to put into words. I did talk to Ben off of YouTube how I felt.
And I don't want Brian making a video about this because this is not a bashing Ben stream. This is about helping Ben and understanding where he's coming from. I'm losing a friend right now, and I love Ben. I love him as a friend. I don't love him like a love. I'm not in love with him. I love the person he is, that I know he is. And so can we end it with him right now? Mandy, I'm asking you.
I don't want him to be upset with you because I don't feel like.
Well, he is, and I understand this because it's public and it's going to be out there, and you know what people do with public videos, they make fun of it.
To reiterate, I'm the person that was hurt with that. I'm the person
I understand
with the trauma, but I also see the bigger issue here. That's what I'm trying to get people to hear. I'm the one he hurt. I'm the one he hurt. He didn't hurt anybody else. He hurt me. And I'm here trying to talk with his friends in a positive way. Although I am very angry and hurt all over again, I see that you guys want to help him. That's why I'm here, so that anyone else that's listening that may not like Ben is hearing it from my own mouth. I don't want people attacking Ben over it. If you have videos up about what he said regarding my ex-husband, please take them down.
Yeah.
Because it's not something that I want to keep reliving over and over and over just to make a point. That's all I wanted to say.
Okay. Can we end this now? Like,
Yep.
this is like hard on everybody. So,
Yep.
okay. We'll end it. Thanks, Mandy. And I don't want Brian, I don't want Whiskey. Whiskey Gypsy, can you do me a favor and not elaborate on this? This is not about bashing Ben. This is about a friend that we don't want to see self-destruct. Okay? I'm lost here. You guys still here? Can you still hear me? I'm not, nobody's enabling him. Didn't he, does he have to be struck down like every day, like Laura? Does that make you feel better? He's hurting too. I lost a friendship. What? It's okay to bully as long as you're not drunk? Exactly. Ben's got a good heart. I don't care what anybody says. I've seen that part of him. Does anybody want to talk about the good heart that Ben has? Because Ben's not talking to me right now. Ben hates me. I suppose Laura haters are loving this. Oh my God. And I did not want to bash. Do you guys think I bashed Ben? Just put a 1 in the chat if I bashed Ben. Put a 2 in the chat if you don't think I bashed Ben, please. He thinks me and Trisha were bashing him. Do we agree with everything he does? No. Does he agree with everything we do? Obviously not. Just a 1 if we were bashing, a 2 if we weren't. Yes, you're allowed to speak. Mojo? My heart is hurting right now. He's hurt because he thinks we turned on him. Did I turn on him? I actually don't see the need. I think he's hurting himself. I don't want to watch him hurt himself. He'll probably never speak to me again. If I could, I would help him. I would drive to where he is. He knows that. It's sick to my stomach. Yes, and I will. But I was also saying good things about him. I wasn't bashing him because I know that he has a good heart. Yes, he has a good heart. I've seen that part of him. I do feel bad. I feel really bad. Because I think I lost a friend. And it hurts. If I didn't care about him, I wouldn't give a shit how he makes himself the butt of everybody's jokes. And we have to watch it. I didn't know all this was going on. I just want him to get better. I know that he's a good person. I've seen that part of him. And I've seen the bad part of him. And the bad part of him only comes out when he's drinking. No, it won't, because I think I lost a friendship. If I didn't care so much about him, it wouldn't bother me. But I do care. You think I want to hear like 2 days later that he was like made fun of? Sorry, guys. I'm just upset. No, he won't. He hates me right now. He hates my guts. He told me. And all I wanted was him to get help. I hope so. I really do. When you care about someone, you care about them. You care about them when they're, you know, and I do feel bad for Mandy Bell. I don't know. I guess it's me. I have a big heart. I care about a lot of people. Have I been shit on before? Yeah. I know, but it's hard right now. So, you know, he's just messaging me one right after another. I mean, you know, all I want is for him to get better and stop making himself the butt of everybody's joke. Mandy had a right to tell her side of the story. He has a right to tell his side of the story. He won't come up. He wouldn't let Trisha come up to explain herself. So I feel bad. Yeah, I do. I feel bad that I fucked up. I feel bad that he's hurting. I feel bad I caused him that hurt. And it's just one message after another. And I don't think I deserve it. Yeah, and I will continue to be punished. But you know what? I've never said anything to him that I wouldn't say in public. So let him go. Yeah, but you know what I wouldn't do to him? I would not like plaster the messages he's giving me right now all over the internet. There's no way. There's no way I would do that to anybody, no matter what they did to me. So, yeah, I'm hurting because I think I lost a friendship, and that hurts. So, tell me I'm stupid. I'm bipolar. Yeah, use that in your fucking video. I'm bipolar, so things affect me different than other people. When someone's like messaging you one right after another, telling me that everybody thinks I fucked up. Oh well. But he doesn't. Polyester jumpers, nobody's giving anybody. You know what? Because I know Ben has a good heart. I don't know you polyester jumpers. I know you hate Laura. And it's, you know, a good time to like kick someone when they're down. But he's said things one right after another, Trisha. I'm just like tired of it. I'm not even answering anymore. I'm just trying to be a good friend to someone I care about. No, he can just message. I'm not answering it. I don't block anybody, really, except for Brian, maybe. It's about the only one I'll block. But I feel bad right now. I'm sorry. Sorry, I shouldn't feel bad, but I do. Because that was like nonstop. Ding, 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 ding. And Jojo, you're the same way. You turned on your good friends. That we didn't do anything to you. Anything. And you're calling Trisha a snake? You know? You're calling Trisha a snake? What the hell is that all about? We've been nothing but good to you. You tell me to take down a video because you don't want to be associated with haters. I didn't know we were all haters since we'd stuck by you like all the time. You know, what was that all about? You know, come up on panel, talk to me. Tell me what I did to offend you because I didn't take a video down. I don't care. And Ben needs the, you know, it's just one thing after another. Why attack her? I'm not attacking her. I'm trying to find out what I did to her that she called me, told me to take a video down and called us haters and calls my friend Trisha a snake. That's all. I'm not turning on you. Jojo, I wanted you to come up on panel and talk to me. I wanted you to talk to me and ask and tell me why you turned on me. Why were you talking shit on Laura? And it's not, this isn't about Laura's. What? Polyester jump. This isn't about Laura's. I'm not bringing up her name again. I don't care. I don't know you, so I can't hate you. I can't hate someone that I don't know. She told me to take a video down. That's why. And then she said, I don't want to be associated with haters. That's why. And we've always been good to her. I think this divide that we have, us and them, is like getting sickening now. Sorry guys. Just upset right now. I don't want to see this on Brian's team, but Brian always takes every opportunity he can to attack people. And this is just another, and I agree with Ben in that way, that Brian takes every opportunity, but maybe Ben needs to wake up and see his own behavior. Jojo, why don't you come and talk to me? Tell me what I did to you. What did I do to you? So what? She calls me a cunt sometimes. Jesus Christ. She calls me a dork. You know what? We get over it. Calls me a bitch. You know, it's not a big deal. But yeah, she reacted. Trisha, you gotta know one thing about Trisha, Mojo. She reacts. And she reacts differently than I do, and she reacts differently than Ben does, and she reacts differently than you do. But you know what? You're welcome to come up on panel and tell me what I did to you. Yeah, I laugh at someone. You know what? Trisha's funny to me. I laugh at her sometimes. I laughed when she made, you know, some references to somebody I don't even know. And what they do to Laura is not verbal abuse. Clarity, pot calls kettle black. Block her ass. I don't want her in my chat. She doesn't need to be in here. I've heard enough about her. Please block her. Mods. She's big time hater. She's been taking things that happened in Patreon like 9 months ago and using it over and over and over again. Get over it already. Hello, it's over. It's done. I called her a shameless hussy too. So what? She didn't like lose her shit on me. It's not. It's not, Vals. I agree. Why are you guys coming in here? You know what? You're just taking a lot of pleasure in someone else's pain. What makes that all right? What makes that all right? Good God. Get some different entertainment. I wasn't here talking to you guys anyways. You just want to come in here because something isn't like, you know, something's going wrong for someone else. So you guys like stick your hands together like you just can't wait for something else to go wrong. Did you block them, Trisha? I hope so. I don't want to see their, I don't want to see them. I don't need to see them. They've had their chance. I'm not going to even read their comments. And don't, you can block them. You got my blessing for that. I don't want to talk to them. If you guys are bored with me, type 1 in the chat. If you guys want me to stay, type 2. I'm upset right now. Good girl. You my home girl. Trisha, did you see the video I made with Winter? I'm changing the subject now. I'm done getting upset. Ben, I don't know who's saying in Ben's chat, but quit egging him on. Whoever's saying that he did the right thing isn't looking out for his, whatever. Don't egg him on. Well, that's up to you. I'm not going to tell anybody what to do. Yeah. You want me to leave? No filter? Fuck off. How about that? No filter. No, I'm crying over a friendship that was lost. Okay? Sorry. Not sorry. So go ahead. Make fun of me. Make another video. I haven't learned how to do that yet, but I will learn how to do that. I'll get somebody that I know to help me make videos. Someone I met last night. LOL. Yeah, he'll be okay. Yeah, I understand. I understand, but you know what? First of all, I'm not going to take back everything I said because I meant a lot of what I said. So, and I own what I said. And why were those people that hate Laura in here? Are they just enjoying the show? Fuck God, they're disgusting. Jesus. Are they the same one that rub Brian's balls? Are these the same people that rub Brian's balls when he gets his little panties in a knot? Brian's a big part of the problem. Anybody else want to come up here and talk to me for a minute? I have to make coffee. I don't want to leave you guys. Yeah, if he can find them. When he looks down, he probably doesn't see them. Oh, please. This 180 makes me wet, that Marianne. Really? Come on. Let's get real. Eagle. Eagle will make me forget my problems and my troubles. You know what? These people just want to see people upset. You know what? I'm not upset anymore. I'm happy. Now the numbers will go down. You will? Okay. Come up. You got to come up first, though, because I had like a lot of trolls trying to come up. Wait a minute. All right. I had a lot of trolls in trying to come up like with names like Cunty Cunt and Suck a Dick and some other ones. So if I don't see your face, I don't let you in. Just to warn you, whoever Harry Balls is, or that Harry whatever that hairy guy is. Oh my God. You don't trust me by yourself, Eagle? I won't let you die. I'll stay with you. Cunty Carla. Ooh, someone called me Cunty Carla. Okay, Eagle's up. Someone called me Cunty Carla. I made it on YouTube. I got a Cunty Carla on there.
Can
Whoa.
you hear me?
Yes, I
Hello?
can.
Okay.
I can hear you. You're good.
Okay.
Yeah, I was upset because I do like my friendship with Ben, and Ben has
know,
been always good to
Capone?
me.
Capone said,
What?
Trisha, not Trish, am I in trouble? No. You're not
Hi,
in trouble.
Capone.
I haven't seen
The boy
Capone
is
say anything out
oh,
of
want to
line.
hear this one? The boy is coming for you. Oh, I'm scared. Oh, I'm scared. I already doxed myself. What do you want? What are they going to do to me?
Who said that?
That's what they're trying to come up. First it was Cunty Carla. Now it's the boy is coming for you.
Oh,
It's all these
Jesus.
people that are haters. You know that. My God. Like, loser. I'm not scared anymore. I'm not upset. Jesus. Now it's lion crying Mandy. Jesus Christ. At least they're entertaining.
I know.
You know, they're not, I mean, the names are interesting. Okay, they're gone. So let's see what's going to come up next. The Boyd is coming for me. I'm scared. I'm really, really scared.
Oh my God.
God, I
Dad.
doxed myself. Like, what are they going to do? Drive by my house? Call my landline? Baby Butterface. Baby Butterface is the next one. Baby Butterface.
Oh
I can just read you the names that are coming up on my thing. Like I'm gonna let
Who's
any
that
of them in.
static? Someone's
No,
staticky as
no.
fuck.
It's not me. It's got to be. I don't think it's me. Is it?
It quit.
Wait.
It kind of quit. Did you knock yourself off?
Okay, were you getting message after message after message? Because I was getting one message after another.
Yeah.
I was being told I fucked up big. Just terrible
That's probably
person.
from- That's probably from Ben or somebody he knows. I'm
And he
over that.
said that everybody in his chat says that me and Trisha fucked up big time. I told him I was going live. I told him I was. Mandy was here. Oh, what is it now? Ben will never something. I can't click on it because if I click on it, they'll come up. You know what? You're wasting your time because I'm not letting you up. Jesus Christ, you stupid
Eagle.
trolls.
Eagle,
Yeah, babe.
are you plugged into something?
My cell phone.
Yeah, that's where it's coming. See, unplug real quick and see if it stops.
Okay.
Yeah.
I can hear you. Now it's toddlers and tiaras. At least
my
it's good.
God.
Wait.
It's still
All
doing
I
it.
have to do,
Better than you.
all I have to do is just read the names that come up. Can you guys hear me if I unplug this? Can you hear me?
Barely.
Barely.
Here to touch anything on my screen. Now it's
Samara,
I
He
think
was
that's
live.
stuff.
now it's Kex Cock. Fuck off, whoever you are, because you're never going to get up here. Understand? So go away.
Some of the names kill me.
Jesus Christ. Well, that's what I'm saying. This is entertaining just for the names. You're not getting up. So they go and someone else comes up with a different, they have the links. So they're coming up with different names all the time. And look who was in the chat. Did you notice? Clary T, Polyester Jumpers.
Carla,
I'm
are you
staying
plugged
away
into
from,
something?
yeah, I am to the
It's all
screen.
static.
Oh, the Hairy Butt Bandit is here.
Oh my
The
God.
Hairy Butt Bandit. We're famous. We're famous. You're not getting clicked on. Sorry, your dick hole. Your dick hole just came up. Not your dick hole, unknown Capone, but your dick hole. You're not getting in. Oh my God, they're just like relentless idiots. They're entertaining though. I mean, what's the point of that? Do you guys hear me? Do you guys hear me?
Shit. Yeah, I hear you.
Does Trisha hear me? Cunt Muffins and Company. The next one. I'm just reading out the names of people that are coming up here. So I'm not saying this. I'm not calling anybody these names. These are names that are showing up on my screen that want to come up on my, you know, like I'm that stupid.
Carla,
made-
can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, but I hear a lot of noise in the background. Yeah, yeah. So we fucked up. We're fucking, oh, get off the sauce. Oh, geez. How original. Fuck yeah. You're not getting clicked on. They come in and come out. I don't know if I should close this stream down or what. Does anybody else want to go live? What is that noise? Please tell me. Is that you, Ego?
No.
Or is that you, Trisha?
No,
Trisha, do you
it's
have
you.
headphones on? It's
No,
me?
It's you.
Mojo Joe, my Q. It's me?
Yes, he
You
said
hear
it's
me now?
static from you. Yeah.
Can you guys hear me?
Can
you hear me?
Can you hear?
Yeah.
Can
No,
you hear me?
Trisha can't hear
Can
you,
you hear
babe.
me?
Tell
Can
her I'll
Trisha
go
hear
out
me?
and come back in.
Can you hear me though?
Eagle.
I can hear you, but Trisha can't. She says
Okay,
she's going to come out and come back in.
well, she has to come out and come back in. I better make sure I click on the right person. Lion crying Dave. No, I'm not letting you on either, Dave. You're a big meanie. So no, I'm not. Plus, you don't scare me.
I want to say this, and this will be the end of
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
I went, after I come in here and I seen that you were crying. Girl, that tore me down more than anything. Because you are like a mother and a grandmother to me. Okay? Went to Ben and I told him, you hurt her. You really hurt her. And his first words were, good. I'm like, I'm done. You're dead to me. I literally sat here and cried because you were crying. It hurt me that bad.
It wasn't over Ben, and I'm not ashamed of what I did, but it was the loss of a friendship, because friendships mean a lot to me.
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah,
I can.
I've in the last month or so, I've gotten really close with Trisha, really close with Winter. Oh, do you know that Lion Crying Dave is coming after me, Trisha?
I seen it in the private chat.
The truth parted is the latest one. The truth you farted. Oh my God, guys, give it up. I'm not gonna let anybody else on panels though. Anyways, what was I saying? I'm not scared. I'm not upset of what I did as much as I'm upset of losing a friendship, because friendships mean a lot to me. I met Winter last night and we had the best time. And I'll tell you, that girl has some tea on some people. She knows a lot.
Exactly. I mean, I met Trisha, and it's like I've known her forever. She is one of my best friends. She is one of the only friends I do have.
Right. We got to get together and do a live one day.
Oh, hell yeah. Oh, yeah.
Something.
You want to go shoot guns and do a live?
Hell yeah.
Shit. It's on.
Is Ben still alive?
No, Samara said that he was done. And I understand, Samara. I understand he is hurt too. But he should have stayed instead of getting hot-headed and worked this out.
I just can't get the videos. It's not a video that someone made. It's him talking. Like, those are his fucking words, and he can say he was cloned.
And I don't believe it was cloned.
No, it wasn't. It's technically impossible to clone someone on a live. I mean, come on.
Exactly.
But he needs to stop blaming everybody else for what he does. I'm sorry, not sorry. He needs to realize that it's his behavior. The reason he acts the way he does is his own behavior. And whoever's egging him on over there, you're not helping him. You're not being a friend to him, because he says everybody in his stream is saying that we fucked up. What is that noise? Is that me?
Where's that noise again?
That
not
can't
me.
be me. It can't be me, because I'm not doing anything.
Well, it did that to me on Mandy Bell's panel the other day, but I was plugged in. I'm not plugged in now.
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah, I'm not plugged in either.
I don't think it did. It didn't do it to me last night. So, whatever.
Yeah.
But you notice that when you're upset about anything, that these people just come in like Ottawa
A wrecking ball.
Whores. Ottawa Whores, the newest one, and Mandy Bell, itchy something, whatever. Go away, because I'm not letting you guys in. There's nobody else is coming up on panel, so get lost. Get the fuck lost. Jesus Christ, get over it. God damn, it's ridiculous. Like I'm that stupid. I'm gonna let these idiots in. Lion crying Dave. The Boyd is out to get me. Oh my God, I'm so afraid of this shit.
Maybe
Ottawa
Devil says
horror.
maybe
Yeah,
when he
I
does his
am
shenanigans,
really gonna let
nobody.
you in my stream.
Oh
Yeah.
my God.
But anyways, no, we were talking about Eagle. I'll let you talk. I'm gonna mute myself anyways for a minute.
Steve online too.
You go ahead and
Yeah.
talk, Eagle.
I don't see where you're seeing these awesome ass names because they're awesome.
There's some in the private chat. Lion Crying Dave and Show Bobs. Show Bobs. I think it's funny. I think they're funny.
Okay, I think I know what the problem is and where the static's coming from.
What?
It may be from me, and I apologize. My phone is like busted. It's shattered.
Yeah, it's
And
horrible. The static is horrible.
The newest
yeah,
one is your mom called and trolls or us or something. Jesus Christ. Are you guys having fun with these names? Because we're having
oh my
fun
fucking
reading them.
God.
They're
Oh,
ridiculous.
Excuse me.
Lord.
Ben's a drunk. Now that's mean. Get lost.
That
I
is
don't know how
mean.
to click
Girl,
these.
I'm
I don't know
bipolar
how to
too.
click
I'm
these
not
cameras
the-
off. So I'm staying away from the screen for sure.
That
Eagle's
static
gone.
is killing me.
That's gotta be you. The
No,
butthole
it's Eagle.
bandit.
It's
The
Eagle.
butthole
It's okay.
bandit.
It'll be all right. Oh God.
The butthole bandit. Jesus Christ. Go away.
Right? I want some McDonald's.
Well, I'm gonna
Oh,
close this down anyways because
I know.
I'm
I'm about
tired
to
of
go to
getting messages
McDonald's.
from Ben, and I'm just gonna relax for the rest of the day. So
Okay.
you have a great day, my love.
You
Are you on your way
too,
to
and,
work?
yeah, I
You
just got
were
here.
you were something. I don't know what it was.
Yeah.
Eagle
Well,
is
hit me up in
gone
a
and the noise is
messenger if you
still
need
there.
me.
What's
Do you hear
that?
me? Hit me up in
Yeah, I do.
messenger if you need me.
Okay.
But I'm
Yeah,
sure I'll
hook
see you in
me
a
up
little
too.
bit.
Bye, everybody.
Okay.
Bye, happy, happy, happy. Breaking the silence. Kim A, Samara, Eagle, Dova 4, Only Fools. Mandy's liver, you're not coming in. Jesus Christ. Unknown Capone Outlaw. Breaking the silence. Whatever. I'm sorry if I didn't read your comment. I just was too busy reading these rejected names. I almost said what I shouldn't say, but these stupid names. But anyways, you guys have a great rest of your day, and I'll talk to you later. I didn't think
Bye.
this was going to be very long, but it ended up that way. So, bye. What idiots.